EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
First down, Ravens.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Justin Tucker.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning it, Justice Hill. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Justice Hill. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Baltimore.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll be hit as as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. That'll be complete to Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
3rd and 4.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They run with Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 40.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Wilson. He's going to launch it for Washington. It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's McFarland. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers 14.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Saquon Barkley.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Eifert.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson being chased out left. Man open left side is Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A pitch out to Breda, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Flush to his right, to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
White on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start with McFarland. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
31 yards there to 1st down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back
on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The end result, 21 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, McFarland. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mike 10. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. I'm coming for you.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Anthony McFarland was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Jackson. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They go play action with Wilson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. This is caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To try again after the sack. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Got some room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Jackson out to his left. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hardy.
To number 3. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One last shot for Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So the final seconds.